Hi everybody, I'm here in Brompton Cemetery in London. A fantastic cemetery, and we might just see who's coming in and wait first. There's one person here at the moment, or maybe two, and just see is the live chat working. Jill Munro, hi Jill. So as I said, we're live in Brompton Cemetery, and this one here is beautiful. I'll show you. Hi Michael. I didn't give a notification about the live because the cemetery is closing soon, and we were kind of doing other videos as well. Hi Sean and Denise. Hi Mo. So we kind of just went for a live because it's closing and I wanted you to see where we are and how beautiful it is. So this is Maria Louisa, the beloved wife of John Mutton, who departed this life in 1884, aged 39 years old. And that's a beautiful monument. Pinned on places. Hi Denise, Sean. Nice to see you guys. Just here.
That's gorgeous. Mary, widow of the above.
All I can see here is September 1881, Mary, widow of the above. But isn't that a beautiful monument? Now there's also, hi Granny B, hi Dorothy. There's also catacombs here in the cemetery. And I'll just give you a little bit of information about the cemetery itself, but before I'll show you a couple of mausoleums. Now there's trees around me here a lot, so I don't know what the coverage will be like. I'm hoping it's okay. Look at that mausoleum. In loving memory of Lieutenant Duncan Vaughan Smith, who died in 1917, aged 33 years old. So a lieutenant.
See the cannonballs?
So there's cannonballs just here, guys. I'll show you. Look at that. General Alexander Anderson, Royal Marine Light Infantry, was born in 1807 and died in 1877. Hi Vivian, Dorothy. So that's an unusual but lovely looking grave there. Look at all those cannonballs on it. They are, Dorothy. Dorothy said they are some lovely balls. LOL. So guys, Brompton Cemetery is in the Royal Borough of Kensington and Chelsea, and it's managed by the Royal Parks and the only cemetery in the country to be owned by the Crown. It was established by the Act of Parliament and laid out in 1839. It opened in 1840, or Bishop of London in June 1840. It is one of Britain's oldest and most distinguished garden cemeteries. Some 35,000 monuments, from simple headstones to substantial mausoleums. So, a really historic old cemetery. So here we have the mausoleum of W.F.H. Fletcher. Now there's lots more to see in the cemetery. Amazing monuments not to be missed. Robert Thompson here, husband of Phyllis Broughton, who died in 1924. Now there's certain ones down here that I've already vlogged, so I don't want to show you those because I'll already ruin the video. But I'll bring you around and show you a couple. And I think I've done this one. I've done this one, but I'll show you guys. In affectionate remembrance of George Godwin, FRSFSA, if anybody knows what that means, who died on the 27th of January 1888. And look at that for a monument. And you can see George Godwin's face here on the headstone, with the beard and everything on it. Look at the lovely dove.
Oh, look. Oh.
Or is it a dove?
Oh. See the lamp on top of that? It's like a genie lamp. You see that? The genie lamp.
Genie lamp on top of that, yeah, I've seen that. Wow. There's one over here I'm going to show you, and I hope I don't lose reception in here. But this one is spectacular. Look at this. There's a serpent at the bottom of the monument. We'll just read and see what it says on it. Teresa Sangi, it says. Now there's letters missing off it. And it looks like it's in a different language. Now whether it's Latin language, I'm not sure. But I'll just show you the other side of it here, and you can see there's a serpent on it. And it looks like a serpent or a snake on it. A beautiful statue. I'm sure it would have cost a pretty penny back in the day. And that face is so real looking, actually. I just noticed there. Look how real that face looks. And I'll try and get up and show you. With the eyes and everything. Amazing sculptures here. We're flying home tomorrow, Dorothy, yeah. Tomorrow's the last day and
We'll be just travelling tomorrow.
we'll be just travelling tomorrow, so we're trying to fit in a couple of videos as much as we can before we go home. Now the coverage is breaking here again because in these trees I have to get out of them. There's the back of that mausoleum. You can see the big hole there and there's a pigeon roosting inside in that mausoleum. So as I was saying, there's catacombs here as well in the cemetery. And wait until you see the doors in the weather is good, Mo. We're lucky with the weather for the last 2 days. The weather has been... I'll just show you how big this cemetery is where I'm standing at the moment. Up the very top is the chapel. And then either side, left and right, you have catacombs, which are big steps that lead down into the area where the coffins and the people are interred. There's an open mausoleum here, so I don't know if you can go in. I don't think you can. There's a gate on it. Hello, Bob G. And Denise and Kathy Myers.
Gone underground.
So this one used to go under the ground, I'd imagine. And there's a name on top. But there's bars up against it, so they've put these bars here. But that metal plate just there is where you would probably go underground. The bodies would be. And I'll just show you, standing from back here. This one is like the House of Parliament, or a house you'd see on Downing Street or somewhere. Look at the pillars and the door on it, and a big padlock on it. Tucker, it says, 1881. I'll show you from back here. Mausoleum. If you were here, you would be just gobsmacked with the history and the architecture. I'm going to take you back out into the middle of the cemetery and show you a couple of amazing monuments. Now I won't be able to see inside the crypt because I won't be able to do it with the gimbal, but there is coffins inside the catacombs here. So that'll just show you the size of the cemetery there. Look at all the buildings you have around it. It's huge. And I'll take you down to see the catacombs, the door entrance to them.
What do they call it? The airships.
Oh, the airships. Look at this one, guys.
Oh, and a plane.
Wow. Look at this. What is the name of those ships again? I'm trying to think. What's the name of those ships? They're they might come to my mind. Now this one says Flight Sub-Lieutenant Reginald Alexander John Warnford.
A blimp.
Born in 1891. A blimp. That's right, guys, a blimp. And he was accidentally killed on the 17th of June 1915. And look at that for a monument. The Zepplin. Is that what it was? The Zepplin.
Erected by readers of the Daily Express.
Erected by readers of the Daily Express. And here you can see the blimp, and it looks like an explosion. And the headstone is carved to look like it was an explosion aboard the blimp. And a small little airplane just above it. Courage, initiative, intrepidity. That's amazing.
See the plane.
And the plane is there, yeah, the little plane. Look at that. I've never seen a headstone to look with a blimp on it. And to give you that much detail of the explosion of it and stuff. And then you have the guy above, his face on it. Erected by readers of the Daily Express to commemorate the heroic exploit in destroying the Zepplin airship near Ghent on June the 7th, 1915. So that's all about the Zepplin, the blimp, airship. And Maureen Marr, or she likes to be called Mo, is now a member for 2 months. So congratulations, Mo, and thank you for joining the membership of the channel and supporting the channel as well. Now guys, these are the catacombs down here. High gleaming graves. I'm sorry if I missed anyone in the chat. So this is the catacombs and the big stairs that goes down to them, and I'm hoping I don't lose the coverage. And I just want to show you the entrance doors that go into the catacombs here. Grave visitations, I'm called now, instead of Irish eyes. Look at this big lock on this door. These are the doors that go into the catacombs. And you have a snake on it here and wings. Belong. Look at that. 2 snakes either side of the doors going into this catacomb. Isn't that a super looking door to these catacombs? And unfortunately they were closed today, but there is tours that they do where you can go inside the catacombs here and see there's a number of coffins here, all on shelves. You have lead coffins, all on shelves. It is too bad I can't go in Denise today, and I'm actually better, I promise. No problem, gleaming graves. So now there's 2 sides I was saying to these catacombs. So that's the one entrance I showed you there to the door. So the architecture of this whole cemetery is just out of this world. This is the other side of the catacombs. So left and right there's catacombs. And this is the entrance down into them and up above. So amazing cemetery. There's one here Serenity Sue was looking at.
I thought they were real. I actually thought they were
They actually do look real.
Look how gorgeous, the colours.
Look at this cross headstone here. And they aren't real flowers. They actually do look like fake flowers. You know the fake flower you get? But they're lovely. The colours are still there on them as well. In loving memory of Emma Charlotte, this beloved wife of Samuel Parker, who died in 1909, age 57. Look at the flowers on it. And they do look very real, the leaves and everything on them. Unusual graves here, guys, but beautiful. So I'm going to try and make my way over here and show you this one. So we're flying back tomorrow to Ireland. We had a great couple of days here, amazing. London is amazing, and we really want to come back again, and we're kind of thinking of coming back now. We're not 100% sure, but we're hoping to try to come back in sometime in August, hopefully, if we can, but it's not promised. And here's a lovely angel pointing towards heaven, and the name right out, Ebenezer, is a very old name, who passed away in 1928. So I'm going to try and make my way around here because I don't want to walk on the gravestones. This one says, in loving memory of Elsie, wife of Robert Ellis Shawcross, who died in 1932, and Robert, who died in 1950. And the marble little columns around that tomb. Well, the cemetery, Laura Lee, a lot of these cemeteries in Dublin, they were made, at the start they were meant to be parks. And then after a while people started to buy, you know, plots here, and the rich people started burying the dead here. So it turned into a park, into a cemetery. And eventually bodies started being buried here a lot, and then there was you have the catacombs, as I was showing you there as well, and stuff. Henry John Wright, Daddy, died in 1915, aged 65. Gorgeous statue. Now where we're going after this, guys, is our plans are after this. We are going up to see a very famous house, and I'm going to try and video it for you. Now I won't say much, but I'm going to try and video outside really the house of Freddie Mercury, Garden Lodge, where Freddie Mercury lived for a number of years. So that's where we're going after a while, to see Freddie Mercury's house where he lived in Garden Lodge with Jim Hutton. And Serenity Sue has done a video of Jim Hutton's final resting place in County Carlow. If you want to look at that, I'll put the link for that video under the description box of the live. So that's where we're going after this, up to see Freddie Mercury's house. Now look at this one. In loving and grateful memory of Robert Leighton Crisp, died in 1942. Maureen McCarthy, also a member for 2 months. So thank you, Maureen, for being a member of the channel also, and supporting everything we do on our travels and where we go, to bring you all these amazing places. Now this is the chapel here. Isn't that just gorgeous? The colour of that is beautiful as well. That's the chapel, I presume, where they have the funeral. They have the ceremony there of the funeral and stuff like that. P. Noel, builder, it says. So it must be P. Noel that built this chapel. So I was talking to a guy earlier in the cemetery, and he was very helpful where the person was interred. So as you can see, the cemetery is used a lot for people to walk around, and really like a park where people come and there's a cafe just down the end there as well where people come down and sit down and have something to eat and relax. So there seems to be more down there, more of those catacombs. You can see those big doors and the steps going down. Amazing monuments. I don't want to show you too much because I have a video done of the cemetery. So I'll show you that and I'll be uploading. Now we're not going to upload anything yet. We're going to wait till we get home and we have maybe get settled in when we get home again, and we have a lot of editing to do and stuff like that of videos to put up for you guys. So there's a good few things coming up on the channel worth watching. Now there's a lovely grave in here. This one here has the hands on it. Cornelius D. Coster. Also in memory of Mary Ann de Coster, wife of the above, who died in 1923. And there we have the lovely shaking of the hands again on this grave. A 103. Someone, thanks whoever said that, Sonia. I never copped that, Sonia. Thanks very much. I'm just going to go back and look at that. 103 years old. Mary Ann de Coster. She was 103 years old when she died in 1923. Wow. What a super age. 103 years old. Thank you for pointing that out, because I never copped or spotted that, as we say in Ireland, copped. 103. Hi, Greg. So here we have a lovely pillar one. Blanche Bartlett, beloved wife of the above, who died in 1939. And it looks like Sarah Bartlett, who died in 1899. Hi, John. So just behind the Catacombs there, you can see Chelsea Football Club, Stamford Bridge, the home of Chelsea Football Club. And I hope I'm right on that because that's what the man told me. It was Chelsea Football Ground. Edward Alfred Minchin, professor of the University of London, who died in 1915. There's Serenity Sue gone down to see the Catacombs again. The steps are huge here. They're about 3 foot apart, these big steps. Now, coverage is kind of...
Yeah, you won't get coverage here.
So you have all those big snakes on the doors. Look at that, at the Catacombs.
And just behind that door is coffins.
And there is coffins in there, but you won't see them now. The vault, the family vault. I don't know if you can see there, guys. There. You can see the name Family Vault on it. The coffins are all on the ground there in the vault, in the Catacombs. You can kind of see. And there's another one there. How cool is that? All these coffins. There's another one just down there, if I can show you. Right there as well. A lot of these coffins, I suppose, would be lead coffins. And those snakes and the door entrance. So I said we'd have a look at that. So how super is that? Catacombs. And it's a pity we can't get in there because, you know, it would be amazing to get in those doors and see all those coffins in the Catacombs. And they do tours here as well. But we're heading back tomorrow. But this is definitely a cemetery we have to come back to if we come back here again and do the tour of those catacombs. So as I was saying, guys, we will be going soon to see Freddie Mercury's house from Queen, where he used to live. And I'll try and get a bit of footage of the area and the house where Freddie lived for a number of years, and the home where he also died. Freddie Mercury from Queen. So it's going to be another visit here soon, hopefully. We're not sure yet. We'll hopefully try and sort something out. But I'm super excited now because I'm going up soon to see Freddie Mercury's home, where he lived with Jim Hutton. And it's a place I wanted to go and see. So we're going there before we go back. Sacred to the memory of a beloved husband. And look at this monument. There's a woman in the middle and she's holding, I don't know, is it some kind of an instrument or something? Musical instrument. But on either side here you have a laughing, happy face. And this side then is an unusual looking face or a head. And it looks like there's a dagger going through the head. Now it could be drama or something, yeah. Maybe a play or something. Now I have been to Kensal Green Cemetery yesterday, so I have a bit of video footage of the story of Freddie Mercury there as well, and his ashes where he was cremated. This one here is unusual as well. The colour on it. Maria. Now that's a different type of language from a different country, so I wouldn't be able to pronounce that. Not a hope. There's a lovely cross on it here. Jesus. A green colour on it. And just that at the top. It's an Orthodox mooring, is it? Geraldo, I have been there, Geraldo. I've videoed it. It's going to be on an upcoming video. The mausoleum, the one you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, the time machine. I've done that and have a little bit of story behind that as well. So look forward to that one. So I haven't missed that one, Geraldo. That will be coming up in my videos. The mysterious story of the mausoleum. Utah, just old pioneer graves. I have been to Brigham Young's grave. Maureen says, my son is Orthodox Christians. Wow. So I was trying to read the chat there, guys, as I was going around. In memory of Louisa Augusta, wife of Severin Canute Saltinic, Esquire, born in 1812 and died in 1858. Also the above named Esquire, who died in 1865. And you can see the lovely angels on this one. Now they have faded away with the weather and everything. The faces are missing of them. To the memory of Hannah, the excellent wife of George Kent of High Holborn, died in 1854, aged 47. Also George Kent, who died at Southwood Highgate, 1890, age 84. His memory is cherished with tender love and reverence by his widow and children, and with great esteem and regard by numerous friends. Hi, Aisha. And Aisha unfortunately couldn't meet us today because there was a problem with the trains or the tubes today. I think they were closed down for maintenance and stuff like that. But it's not to worry because we will meet again, Aisha. Henry Fisher, who died in 1870, this one is. It's no problem, Aisha. I understand, you know, and it's not the end of the world. We will meet sometime soon, hopefully, and catch up. We're not far away anyway. We're in only across the water, really, when you think about it. A stone throw away. There's Serenity Sue, the Queen, in front of me. Chapel office. So this is the other side of the chapel. All this area here is the other side of the chapel. It's all those old ones, brick ones as well. See them?
That's probably a tomb, I thought.
That's a big tomb, yeah. So guys, I think I'm going to head. I did work it out. It would have taken 5 buses to get to meet you both. I know, and it's not easy. Believe me, it's not easy when you're doing buses and stuff. And it's hard to get around. And we've been going ourselves for the last 4 days, non-stop with videos and stuff. And so this will be the last live here, or video, I should say, in the UK before we go back.
We're wrecked.
We're wrecked tired and we've been going a lot, but that's what we do, guys, on this channel. Me and Serenity Sue, our channels. We bring a lot of videos to you. We travel across the different countries if we can, and we do our best to bring you some good content. And we can't do all that without you guys. So thank you to everybody who gave any super chats or anybody that joined the channel membership. We just want to say a big thank you for that.
And don't forget to like.
And don't forget to like the
That
video,
helps
hit the thumbs up button, smash the button thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. And if you like the video, you can share it on social media, wherever you like. And thank you for watching, everybody. So from me here, Grave Visitations, and Serenity Sue, live from Brompton Cemetery in London. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all soon when we get back home.
And we'll
be uploading a good few videos, and we have to get the editing done and stuff. So thank you so much for all you do, and God bless, and we'll talk to you when we get home back to Ireland. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching.